What was your take on the Andy Moran situation? Was it right or wrong to bring him into the senior squad when there was a big under-21s game to play?
For sure, in terms of if he's good enough, he should have been in the squad. I agree. I understand the argument to it, but Andy is playing at a level at Blackburn now where he deserves to be in the squad and has a chance of playing. If he had 10 minutes of playing against Holland, that would have been ideal, but he didn't. These situations you see him firsthand. The player needs time to adapt to the situation in training as well. It's a big ask coming into Holland away. So maybe he's getting ready. Maybe he was getting prepped for tomorrow night.
We're probably a bit too governed by what people in RT studios say, but like Didi Hamann, there's an awful lot of waffle there what he's talking about in terms of he has to. I think the words he used way over the top. Like, this is a vaguely debatable decision. Getting Moran in around the senior squad and getting to know the people, getting him to experience what he experienced even without playing on Saturday. That's all beneficial. And I think, as been pointed out, you ask these kids, what does Moran want? Does he want to be playing for the under-21s in a game that most people have very little interest in? Does he want to be part of the senior squad and possibly playing against the Dutch? He'll answer the latter. And I think Didi Hammond's been quite harsh on Stephen Kenny, but I thought that was rubbish really the other night.
Listen, I agree with you. I think Didi Hamann flies in and flies home and gets paid and is cushy enough. So what he says there is there's no right or wrong to it. Yes, he could have had minutes for the 21s. Would have been great, but he wouldn't have had that experience, as you said, in the camp, travelling away with the team. It might make him more settled for tomorrow night. If he plays tomorrow night, great, which I expect him to play some part for sure. And listen, don't get me started on Didi, man. I'm just better off. Otherwise, Jason McAteer, all these boys are having head-to-head, so I'm just going to keep my head down now and go for it. I had a real, obviously McAteer has been going over and back with Keane, hasn't he? So I just don't want to get that controversial, but I was at the airport yesterday, Dublin airport, and Cluxton was ahead of me in the queue, and I was just so tempted to have a bit of banter, but I decided to leave it and let it slide. But anyway.